3, 2. We've got ignition. 1. We've got RIP takeoff. We've got RIP takeoff, y'all. Welcome to another edition of Mouthpiece Included. Please repost the link. We got some great topics lined up for you today. If you guys could please repost the link. And Karen, you can go ahead and kick it off. And the show starts very shortly. Mouthpiece Included. We're live. Pull up.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Fair use, everyone. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. It's an open panel. You can pull up.
I asked everybody who they thought was going to win the NFC North. Look at the picture under Sal Paolantonio's name. He's going with
a team that is known as the Bears.
the Bears. Why?
I am going with the Chicago Bears because I like what their new general manager's done in terms of their front seven. Their front seven is going to be a far more active front seven on defense. I like the way Justin Fields has really developed as a dual threat quarterback who can win from the pocket. But when he is running, he's a really scary quarterback running outside the numbers. He is fearless. He is
tough, they got away from all that.
I think he is in the MVP conversation. The Bears have a good foundation in place.
You know what? I want to ride with my man Sal. Cindy, change my pick. Give me the Bears.
The Bears.
We're going to take the North and never give it back.
Bring a towel. When you get out of the water, you need to dry off right away to avoid catching a cold. That's why Tally says, don't forget to bring a towel. Okay. Thanks, Tally. You want to get hot?
Hey, don't forget to bring a towel, y'all. Don't forget to bring a towel. Welcome. Thanks for y'all patience. Welcome to another edition of Mouthpiece Included. And Karen, can we get the music, please, Karen? Can we? Maybe? Big ups to Karen. That's our intern. When she's not calling the cops on brothers, she's doing great work for the college credit. So, big ups to Karen. Any interns out there want to help Karen out, you'll be welcome. We just suggest that you please just stop randomly calling 12 on black men, because at some point, if we're not doing anything like really violent or criminal, we're just making you uncomfortable. At some point, the blood's on your hands, Karen. Yeah, different than a Ku Klux Klan's woman, which according to my mom, just tell me somebody was raising those young future Klansmen. Everybody quick to acknowledge who's raising the little Pookies and Ray Rays. But nobody ever seems to talk about who's raising these. Oh, we don't know what's in their heart.
Mouthpiece Included.
Let me get off my soapbox, y'all. All right, y'all, we in the building. Should Negro League stats transfer to MLB? Huh? We're going to talk about it. Also, the first all-copper high school rowing team. Talk about that. This is a podcast where we talk about politics, sports, which is sports, politics, and everything in between. This is one of the hosts, RNA 9 Millie. I'll be joined today by the co-host, Big Percocet, a.k.a. Big Ace, and any urban Silver Back or Back Gorilla who still got the gonads to pull up. Today, we're going to explore a historic shift. Negro League. Can we still call it Negro Leagues? Everybody's so funny. I don't know if I'm black, African American, colored, Negro, copper. You know what I mean? So much confusion. So much confusion. Who defines who I am and what color I am and why? But today, we're going to explore a historic shift. Negro League stats. Some have said the Negro Leagues was a racist league. Negro League stats now count in the prestigious Major League Baseball. Now, let's go ahead and dive into the impact, controversies, and the first all copper-colored high school rowing team. What city were they from? TATN, 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 the windy one. Now, roll your blunt gently down the string. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream for all the kings and queens out there. Of course, we'll also discuss the latest news and updates from the world of politics. That's what we on today. So stand down, stand back, stand by. Free Donald Trump. Or pull up. But if you do pull up,
Mouthpiece included.
don't forget to bring your mouthpiece.
Better guard your grill.
All right, let's get Big Ace in the building. And y'all see, I'm in deference to the Negro Leagues. I've got my background. Yeah.
TATN.
The fastball.
TATN.
And I get that
Mouthpiece
fastball back.
included.
He was a wise guy, huh? And I came in with him. What up, Big Ace? What down, Shot Town? What down?
Hey, what up, bro? What's going down? What's going down? Done with travel baseball for this morning, but I'm going to check out the some free baseball on the north side at Warren Little League. It's the annual jamboree between Jackie Robinson West and the Warren Little League. All of those that are listening are interested. Warren Little League, first game's at 12:30. Second game is at 2:30.
Travel baseball, is that free?
No, travel baseball is where the Deuce is playing, and it's not free, unfortunately. It's been subsidized this year by Bo Jackson's Give Me a Chance Foundation. Shout out to Bo Jackson.
Biggie, give me one more chance.
Shout out to Bo Jackson's foundation.
Bo Jack, he's not on steroids, according to Big Ace. And
it's not supporting black baseball and kids trying to achieve their dreams playing baseball. So if you're able to give to the Bo Jackson Give Me a Chance Foundation, Bo Jackson Give Me a Chance, or Give Me a Chance Foundation.com or .org.
And Bo doesn't have to do it.
Bo knows. Bo helps kids, and Bo does not have to do anything, but Bo loves the kids. Love Bo.
And Bo knows the kids need help.
Yeah. Bo will help people that need help, that Bo recognizes that need help. And he has done it for many years and continues to do so. So shout out to Vincent Bo Jackson.
I'll tell you what, man, we've lost a big one, man. Big Bill Walton, man. Rest in peace, huh?
Yeah. He had the big C, and there was no talk about it prior to it happening. But I guess you don't talk about that.
Privacy, dignity, his choice. He probably didn't want to come out and have everybody doing all that for him. You know what I mean? Some people don't like that.
Well, he talked about a lot, so I think he'd be at the forefront of maybe telling men to get this check, and that check. Make sure you went to the doctor. But
it was a prostrate.
I don't know what it was. I'm just saying, whatever it was.
But some people are private. You know what I mean?
For sure. But condolences to the Walton family, Luke, what all of that.
So because sometimes it becomes how you want to be remembered. Like, do you want to be remembered like, you know what I mean, frail and sickly, or do you want to be remembered as, if his feet, let me say something, if his feet didn't get messed up, it would have been a pleasure to know what he could have become in the NBA, bro.
Yeah. I mean, he won a couple chips, coming off the bench for the Celtics and as a MVP Portland Trailblazers. But hey, unfortunately, in athletics, especially back in that time, there was some things that they couldn't fix or didn't have the knowledge or the aptitude or the equipment to fix at the time. So luckily, he was still able to go on and win another championship with the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, so rest in peace. And so the Chicago White Sox, I think they're on a 10-game losing streak. They should change their name henceforth to the White Sox. SUX.
That's close to what the Scrubs are facing right now. The Chicago Scrubs are facing on the north side. I don't know what's going on with baseball in Chicago, but
got the nerve to call them the Scrubs.
Well, I'm just saying, I just want to be.
One team is flirting with the playoffs. The other team is
playoffs.
One team is flirting with the division, and you call them.
Haven't they lost 8 in a row?
Have they?
Yeah,
have they?
Yeah.
We didn't get a report. We didn't get a report.
Yeah, get a report on the Scrubs. They're sending people down to Simon and Iowa.
They're probably injured. That's all.
Yeah.
They're just injured. When they get healthy, they'll be, right back. We're learning from the Sox fans. Our pitching's hurt.
The pitching's doing fine. They're blaming it on the black guy at third base who was hitting all the home runs. Morel.
Wait a minute. You guys are 15 and 44.
Yeah, we
24 and a half games back.
Don't worry.
24 and a half.
Hey, I'm not down that. I'm just talking about what's going on in the past week.
All right. The Cubs are 2-8 out of the last 10. 6.5 games back, and 29 and 30. Look at that. We're below the Mendoza line. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's been a rough last couple weeks. So, But, they can always
when the weather gets good, we start losing at home. All Chicago teams. What's that about? Is it the partying? Is it too many bars in Wrigleyville?
Yeah, there's too many bars all over damn Chicago. I mean, bars and pizza and booger sugar
and mono. As every Cubs rookie comes in, the white ones, they all get mono. Yeah, it's mono rolling around. Drop Dead Gorgeous Wrigleyville.
Is that what they call it on the north side?
Mononucleosis. Drop Dead Gorgeous mono. It's a white prestigious disease. You know what I mean? It's a privilege. Mono.
Let me find out.
Yeah, they be talking about mono. Like I'll be like. Nasty ass. Yeah, I had mono.
You got polio too, you son. This winter, you got mono.
Measles and the mumps. I did have the mumps though, and I thought I was vaccinated for it. They're like, but I guess I wasn't. I don't know.
I had the chicken pox.
I had that too. Caught the mumps in high school, but hanging around those pinks.
Yeah,
I thought it was mono and coughing and shit. Huh?
Yeah. I had the chicken pox. I think when I was.
Yeah.
I thought I had the jab back in.
Yeah.
Who knows?
All right, let's get past baseball because wow. All right, should the Negro League stats have been transferred over to MLB? Also, the first all-copper high school roars. We're going to talk about that bit of history for you guys and ladies. And all right, Levine. First off, le bed rest, Zach. So we're going to shift over to the NBA. Now, this guy, we've been talking about this, and now they keep talking about nobody wants his salary, and now they're thinking about a salary dump with a player with 3 years left on his contract. There's no way this can happen without everyone in the organization, short of the owner, being fired. Would you agree?
Absolutely. I mean, as reported here on TATN, once he turned down that max deal by $9 million, that he should have been let go or sent.
He wanted to be courted.
He wanted to be courted. He wanted a bum tickled by a feather on some other teams in the NBA.
What I tell him? Crackerjack box. When he came back, you know what I mean? That would have been his deal. You get this box of Cracker Jacks, and then like, well, I don't know if I want it. Well, you know what? We'll throw in because I was going to keep the little toy that came in the box, you little high yellow bitch. That's how I would talk to him and his agent. You know what I mean? And his agent's clutch. And you know what I mean? You guys, talk to the back of my hand. You know what I'm saying? You wanted him to go out and get courted. Now he's getting courted.
Yeah.
This is what happens out here in these streets. You know what I mean? Now he's on Figueroa. Nobody wanted him. We got him on Fig. We got him on Washington in Chicago. You know what I mean? That's where we got. We got him on the track.
Yeah. He would have been a free agent. Whoever would have paid him, whatever.
Right.
The Bulls wouldn't have been straddled with his contract and the fact that nobody won, and the fact that he went out of the playoffs the season before hurt, and then came back and said, "Yeah, I'll take that max deal." Was
and then they
absolutely
doubled
ridiculous.
down on it. No, we would have had the Crackerjack box, and the team option would have been the gift. That would have been a team option at the end of the season. We're gonna decide if you're gonna get this toy that I've been playing with all year, on your behalf at the end of this season. That's your deal. You don't like it? You know what I'm saying? Get the step in. I mean, seriously, more realistically, he should have been in the range of 25 mil a season. And I would have been, and I would have been telling him, I'm doing you a favor.
Yeah. And if you don't want to take that, well, go see if somebody want to tickle your bum with a feather in some other NBA city.
Yeah.
And as we see now, nobody would have done it because he was hurt at the time.
But why do we do that? And then if he was our draft pick, and he was showing signs like that, right? Yeah. Let's say if we drafted that kid and he was having those same injuries, and from the start he was with us, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they'd have got rid of him a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, had they drafted him and he was their guy, they'd have got rid of. They'd have moved off of him a long time ago.
Number one pick in the draft.
Yeah.
We had no interest. We didn't trade him. No interest.
City loves him, but his brothers,
there's a problem.
He's got one brother that was, the nickel slick hustling in the street, allegedly, a lumpen proletariat. And he's got another brother who loves him. Both his brothers love him. And one of them kept the streets off of him and gave him money and kept him fed, right? And the other one cared about his professional life and didn't want to let Haverthal and Shamrock,
Yeah, we don't believe it.
Yeah. He didn't trust Whitey, all right? Let's just say it like that so everybody can understand,
We don't believe his brothers loved him. He's colored.
Yeah. We're not saying it's right or wrong to trust Whitey or not to trust Whitey. We're just saying his brother may or may not, allegedly, in my opinion, trusted Whitey. And Whitey can sense that. Yeah.
These are the views of the host, not of the
network,
TATN.
That's right. We forgot to give our disclaimer. The views expressed in the podcast are those of the host and guests and not necessarily reflective of TATN or any of its affiliates.
Absolutely.
All right, but Kyrie Crow, Big Perky, and Stephen A, they come out, they eating crow. Okay. We said right here on this show, as you remember, I would have moved hell and high water to get an opportunity at Kyrie. I would have been like Dallas. I would have said, hey, look, we hear you. You are the original Hebrews, whatever you had to hear. You're trying to take down, again, a disclaimer. You're trying to take the Raptors, Jordan's number out for people. Kyrie, you can play with number 24 or 22. All right.
Yeah.
All right. We could change your name to Blacks Are the Hebrews, like World Be Free. We'll have it on the back of your jersey. Kyrie, Blacks Are the Hebrews. You know what I'm saying?
He hate me on the back of his jersey.
Yes. You know what I mean? You can turn your back, whatever it is. He would have been a bull, bro. We'd have got him on the cheap like Dallas did. Look at him. They're in the finals, bro.
Yeah. We could have had Jalen Brunson, a free agent, point guard, and we could have had Kyrie running the deuce. Oh my gosh, we could have been a monster, just like those Dallas Mavericks out there with Luka Doncic and the Kyrie Irving experiment they got going on.
And you had Kyrie with a chip on his shoulder, and I don't think they respect that in the black man, bro. I don't think they understand how we be doing stuff, bro. Like we'll get that chip on our shoulder. Like Jordan tried to tell him, I'm using my embers, and I got in the pool, and the white people used to get out the pool when I jumped in. You know what I mean? And Mike, they be trying to tell him why we so cold. You know what I'm saying? Why we sit there and do that math for science. No, they don't. It's a black thing.
Yeah, and we already had Derrick Jones Jr. here. We just let him go.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no,
of course we did. But now you've got the so-called colors coming out and falling on the sword in regards to the Kyrie thing. But I was watching. It's interesting. The pinks aren't really. That's one thing about pinks. They always want people to apologize, but they will rarely apologize and admit. No? Or is this
they'll just move on.
Yeah.
I won't start talking about that network like that. The narrative that might have been propaganda eyes to them, or is that a word? Put forth for them, so they can go out and spew these things about Kyrie just watching a movie. That's when you watch a movie.
Well, he tweeted. He tweeted about. He didn't even have a. He tweeted a link to a movie.
He's is that what they said? Oh, he just
that's all he did. Tweeted
he
the
tweeted
link, to the documentary. That's
oh
it.
my goodness.
No comment on it.
He tweeted the link.
That's all he did.
Oh yeah.
But there was
Come on,
allegedly. I got the book right. There was allegedly some anti-Semitic tropes in there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a position of the book that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was some definition of what a Semite was and is and who they are, and it's like me saying, Ace, I hate baseball players, and then you're saying you're an anti-basketball player. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. So to be an anti-Semite,
yeah,
and you're referring to a particular people, they would have to be the Semites, is right. I think how the book was dressing it up. And they're saying if they're not the Semites, if I say something against these people, I can't be anti-Semitic. I'm anti these people.
Yeah, I'm not talking.
Yeah. And I think Kyrie was saying, I'm the Semite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't be because you're not.
No.
You're colored. Is it what the world wants to tell you? Colored, you can't be.
Yeah, you got too much melanin. Yeah. To be over there in that desert land.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got your skin is like bronze, your hair is like lamb's wool. You're too descriptive of the Bible.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You kind of look like that Black Jesus that they had a good time. So there's no way you can be.
Yeah. And you know what? And you think you're smart. You say the world's flat and all this and that. Yeah. You know what I mean? You go against mainstream. You don't take the jab, and you complain that your opponents can come into your stadium and play, but you can't. And he can show up as a fan. He was buying tickets, bro, and showing up as a fan in the stadium, but can't show up and do his job. So let's say if I worked at, let's say for instance, if I worked at for a state facility, I can't come into the facilities and work for the facilities, but I can come stand in line with everybody, and because he's a customer, and cough on everybody, right.
Hacking, put live and mucus spores all over the damn.
Merely pointing out the hypocrisy of it all.
Yeah, well, it was him and the mayor of New Jersey, and Stephen A. Smith and Perkins said, who stated he didn't want to come to work. He just didn't want to do it.
Yeah, and that's what it was, and they piled on. They piled on, which all of them. Shaq, what's his name? Shaq, Barkley.
Yeah, the huge platforms. Yeah.
Now, Kenny Smith didn't. There were certain people who were more level-headed about it.
Right.
But yeah, it was like they had to do they had to pile on or they were going to lose their juice too. It was that kind of situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look at where we're at now. Yeah.
Look at where we are now.
Somebody bought the contract. Those guys are out of work, or somebody will pick them up. NBC will probably pick them up.
Well, I hope he gets MVP. God does that. And then I hope what he does, he comes out there on the platform and he's got his trophy, and I just hope he holds the book. He just sits there, have his baby in one hand and holds the book.
That can't be his baby. He doesn't know his baby is.
Boy, he would break the internet, and then I'd retire and then start with my Kyrie shoes.
Go play for the big three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Answer their questions, and then at the end, because whatever happened to that bastard who was interviewing him and kept trying to make it, the Philly reporter, remember? And then he went on his national thing after he, you know what I mean? You don't see him no more.
Yeah, he did. He did what he was supposed to.
Yeah, he did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Just
he handed it off to the colors to acerbate the point that made no earthly sense.
And bro, just like that brother, he damn, lost my train of thought. We'll get back to it.
All right.
Yeah, man. But all right. And Dallas Celtics final. Who you got? How many games?
Ooh, let's go on 7.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I'm going with the color coach.
The high yellow, funny looking eyes.
Color coach. One of the color coaches.
Last name Kid. I mean, you know, I'm just peeling back layers. Ever since George Floyd, I'm looking at motherfuckers with the side eye. You know what I mean? He looks like he opened up his mouth. I'm just saying, big ups to him. I start Googling everybody. Once K-Dot, big ups to Kendrick Lamar, canceled Drake, I'll be playing that song. You're not like us. I'll be like, this wasn't just towards him. You know what I mean? Right. When Kendrick was like, it might be funny, I don't want to hear you say the word no more. Right. I don't hear none of y'all say it. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone needs to do some genealogy reports on a lot of these so-called colors. So whatever you are.
Yeah.
Whatever your
but Drake's black, allegedly black daddy. So according to Nation of Islam, black daddy, white mama, black baby. According to Nation of Islam. So
allegedly.
So he would be allowed into the Mos Mariam potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You make a donation.
Of course. Fruit of Islam would be they keep their eyes on him though. Yeah. You know, Fruit of Islam, they don't trust nobody. I'd be like, what up, brother? They
come to the job and bring the minister, take him to the office.
I break your neck, brother.
I just go in there randomly.
I'm just here for the bean pies, brother. I know that's why we
everyone watch you from the time you come in the door to the time you walk out. Hey, come on, brother, I work here.
And anybody don't know, they will mess you up. And then there's a rumor that they don't use guns, and I find that hard to believe. I don't have evidence that they do. I find that hard to believe.
I haven't seen the minister's personal security guards.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's got some.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. They actually have some great security, bro. I actually know somebody who's part of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They take it very seriously.
They should.
All right. So you picking who in 7 games? Dallas?
The team with the color coach.
Well, they both got. What are you talking about? They both got some sort of. This is what I'm talking about. They both got some sort of people like us. They're brown like us, and I don't know what's going on anymore. And we all should be voting the same, and they're in the same plight. Who are these people? That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And they're satisfying the Rooney Rule, even though it doesn't exist in the NBA. Who are these guys? Jason Kidd, I'll give you he's colored. This other guy, I don't know what's going on no more. You know, same thing in Miami. They got an Indian guy out there. You know what I'm saying? Where are the black and miles?
In the back of his car.
I want the flavored black and miles that are illegal to sell in California. I got the flavored.
He's got them with the wood. But you can't say it.
Yeah, we can't. Big ups to the Angels.
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah. But they're both some sort of college. So I picked Boston at the beginning of the season, and I guess I got to stick with it.
I don't think I picked Boston. I think I was good. No, I didn't. I think I was going. Was it Denver?
You picked the West Coast. So
it was West Coast. I think it was Denver. I had to go back and check, but I definitely picked the West Coast. But I picked Boston to get to the chip, though. Don't get me wrong. And I'm going to stay with the West Coast, even though I did not pick Dallas. I did not. Yeah. But I'm going with Dallas in 6, bro. Let me explain why. I do not. Okay, as human beings, as black men, I respect. I do not respect the clutchness of their 2 apex stars over there. And the guy, Jalen, whatever he is, he showed me who he was last year in the finals.
He's mature.
Yeah.
He's got a max contract.
Mm-hmm.
And you got the
That's what I'm saying. They gave him a max after he nutted up in the finals last year. He gets rewarded with a max. That's what I'm saying. I would have the same thing with him. Hey, listen. If we give you the max, you're gonna have a team. It's a 1-year max, and we got a team option of the Cracker Jack. you know, the Cracker Jack box with the gift. That's it, bro. Like you
NBA
spunk it
doesn't
up.
work that. They don't work like that. They got a union.
I know. You see how they celebrate getting to the finals these days, bro? You see how they celebrate getting to the finals. I've never seen
It's like,
it.
man, it's like, is it over? Is everything
Yeah.
over? And Kyrie had a finals T-shirt on. I'm like, damn, did they win the finals champion? Oh, they won the Western Conference.
Yeah, because that's the new narrative now. That's how you try to prop LeBron up there to be the GOAT. It becomes about how many finals you've got to. And I say if you're going to do that, then we got to look at we got to look at the ratio. We got to look at number of seasons you've played total versus number of finals you appeared in.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, Michael Jordan appeared in 6 finals. And how many seasons he played? Like 14?
Yeah.
LeBron has played how many seasons?
20.
And how many finals is he appearing in? I'll do the math.
10.
No, he hasn't been in 10. You know, no way. What's his record in the finals? 3 and what?
4 and 12.
He's been in 7, I think.
No, it's been more than that.
No. He only got 3 rings. Or does he have 4?
I think he's got 4. He won 2
in Miami, 1 with the Lakers, and 1 with Cleveland.
1 with Lakers doesn't count. You're right, 3.
No, he's got 4 if you count the Lakers. So 4.
I don't count the bubble.
No, it's an asterisk. There's 4.
Yeah. Right.
And yeah, I think he's 4 and 6. It's a good question. How many finals? It's a dumbass question. Because I don't care how many finals he's playing in. Yes. I mean, then you got it. Yeah, how many finals is LeBron? All I typed was how finals. And I typed the word how finals, and it came up with how many finals has LeBron lost. That's all I typed was how finals.
Yeah.
Okay. How many? He's lost 33 times in the finals, but this is not.
How many finals?
LeBron has lost the most NBA Finals games. He's lost 33. Wow. Jerry West has lost 29. So is Jerry West the GOAT?
No, he's the logo.
Kareem has lost 27.
Oh, wow.
Is he the GOAT?
No.
Magic Johnson has lost 26. Is he the GOAT? Michael Cooper. Let's see where Jordan falls on this list. We got to go all the way down. Mike had even lost 15. We got to go down so far. All right, but anyway. Yeah, how many series has he? When they do this. He's averaging 28.7 rebounds, 9 assists in total finals. Yeah.
Should be averaging over 30.
Yeah, you're right, especially with the new rules and
no touch. And he's just
how many finals?
How about that Karl Anthony Towns out there shooting? Shut the Minnesota Timberwolves right out of the
Well, he came out there and called himself the self-proclaimed best big man in the history of
shooting. Get your big ass down there under the hoop, get some rebounds, and dunk the damn ball.
You're right. He's been to 10 NBA finals.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
That should go.
And I don't even remember that. So that should tell you how important winning the finals are.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's won 4 out of 10. So he's been in 10 finals. He's had 18 seasons, 10 divided by 18 kids.
I thought it was 20 seasons.
Has it been 20? Well, has it been 20 seasons?
I think it's been.
Yeah, you're right. So that's 50%. All right. And Mike went to 6. So his ratio of going to the finals, 6 divided by 14. Mike went to the finals 43% of the time.
Right.
Of his, 43% of the time. He didn't jump ship and go play with the Pistons. He didn't take his talents to LA, you know. All right. So he still went to the finals 43% of the time, even including the time in Washington, even including when he first came back that half season, which really shouldn't count against him.
Yeah,
right?
Neither should time in Washington.
Right. But we're going to include it. 43%. And he won them all. LeBron goes to the finals 50% of his seasons and
Done.
jumps around, handpicks his teams.
Yeah.
He makes it there 50% of the time, but only wins 4 out of 10, 40%. You tell me who the GOAT is.
It's Michael Jordan.
That's right. And then they change the narrative to getting to the finals. How many Super Bowls has he went to? Yeah. What are y'all talking about?
Right. Yeah, he's no, he's not. He's a great player. Nope.
So who's going to be the MVP, Ace, of the finals? Kyrie or they want to give it to Doncic. They both cold. I don't take nothing away from either one of them.
If Dallas wins, it'll be Doncic. If Dallas wins.
Well, you're picking Dallas, aren't you?
No, I'm picking Boston.
You pick Boston.
Yeah, I'm going with the Colors.
And who's going to get the MVP?
Oh, if I go with Boston, it'll be yellow or Dars. I think they'll probably go with the high yellow guy, Tatum.
If he don't tweak something. He actually come out there and land on somebody's foot in game 1 of the finals.
Yeah.
And they're talking about Big Porzingis might be back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. They haven't missed him.
So I would say, damn, if I had to put money on it, yeah, I'd probably definitely say Luka too, but I don't know. Kyrie might have a vendetta.
A special kind of series against his former team.
And you gotta look at matchups too. Who's gonna be guarding him?
Probably Brown.
Well, Brown's gonna be guarding Luka.
Okay, well then you put the white kid in the way.
Yeah, Kyrie. Shit, Kyrie about to go to work.
Hey, White's gonna foul.
All right. So, all right, y'all heard it. So we're on 2 different sides of the fence here. So we'll see what happens. All right. So,
this is Celtic.
Halt the top.
Yeah.
You found another picture. I don't think that was him. I looked at the picture.
No, that was the kid out of Arizona.
Get out of fucking here.
Yeah, that's what I said.
The Arizona quarterback?
Yeah.
Wow. So it's contagious.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I looked at the picture. I'm like, that's a lookalike. I'm like, that ain't that's not our Halt the top.
That's not our Halt the top. That's Arizona's Halt the top. Kyler Murray.
I'm sorry. Me personally, you couldn't command a huddle I was in wearing that shit. Bro, I'm serious, man. I talk about his ass so bad, bro. You know what I mean, bro? Seriously, he might lose his career. I don't care if he's at the top. I don't care if he's drafted #1 overall, bro. Like, seriously, bro.
It must be the money. That's tiny hammer. Must be the money that makes you wear that off the top. Must be the money.
I want to see one of the white athletes wearing it.
No, not. Respect it.
I bet the rappers are going to start wearing it.
No. Well, they're undercover. They're undercover all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. But they said Caleb's been looking better this last week. Yeah, they said he was zipping the ball around. Ball wasn't touching the ground.
They had to change the narrative. He's still throwing interceptions in practice.
That's what I was going to say. That narrative, Mother Perkins, I think that's his name. Yeah, the local media dude. He's the one, bro, who started that whole narrative, moving off Justin and resetting the clock, and Caleb is generational.
Crap. Yeah.
Yeah. His reward, him and that Courtney Cronin. I'm watching them, bro. Some of them, my spidey senses. They're both getting national. That's what I think you got to do as the media. You got to sell out. You got to sacrifice. You got to sell out your integrity, right? And do something for the national media. And then all of a sudden, they're going to start bringing you up because you're one of them now. They know you're dumb enough to say anything.
Yeah. Yeah. But the thing is that, they're counting on Caleb to ascend the Bears to national prominence and back to glory. But, basically, it's going to be the defense that wins games for this team. Yeah, the offense scores the points, but the defense is going to be They're gonna, man, my gosh.
And haven't we been pointing that out? Whenever
Yeah.
Tom Brady won, his defense in the running game was winning. Haven't we been saying that? What the hell do y'all want out of poor Justin Fields? Haven't we been saying that? We've had the worst defense in Bears history, one of the worst defenses. And then they look at me like they forgot. They be like, no, the Bears defense is good. Like, are y'all retarded?
No, we were just retooling it last year. I mean, especially 2 years ago when they got rid of Khalil Mack, they got rid of Roquan Smith.
Gave up 30 points, like 10 straight. It was like an NFL record, bro.
Yeah, and now that the defense is solid, we got one of the best secondaries in the NFL.
Running back
linebacker core is my gosh. You got the Montez Sweat effect.
You got
Swift at running back. Now you got one of the toughest wide receiver rooms in the NFL, and
the best secondary.
I mean, come on, man.
Best secondary and linebackers in the league, I think.
Now that throttling back the number of wins, the Bears, they're trying to stick close to that 8.5 or whatever the line is. Even after we didn't get rid of Justin and won 7 last year without all these damn weapons. Now we're gonna stick. They'll be close to 9. We got a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, and that was our whole argument, that you have to wait on this, and that's what you were saying. We have our quarterback. We could have got him on a team deal, a team-friendly deal, right?
Yeah, and he could have been here the whole time that this guy's here. Shit. Whoever's the best quarterback wins the job.
And still had 3 number ones if you didn't take this guy. And next season, you could have really been like, okay, Justin, now we're going to draft somebody with the 12th, 13th pick, where most quarterbacks who are actually Hall of Famers are drafted. They're rarely number one overall. And you got Peyton Manning, and Eli wasn't. He was drafted number 1, but he wasn't what they tried to say he was.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers wasn't drafted number 1 overall.
Eli had a hell of a defense, I think.
Yeah, and running game. Brent Favre, same thing. When Elway finally won, he had a hell of a defense and a running game.
Elway didn't win shit. It was Terrell Davis running it.
Yeah.
Two back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons now. Come on.
Same thing when the years Peyton won. Defense.
Yeah.
So we've been saying that you can blow it out your ass, and then the year Justin finally had some defense, and it started coming on, like you said, in mid-season. Right. As soon as they started helping them, they were in ball games, bro.
And plus, and we had an idiot for offensive coordinator, which they got rid of, and some of all the offensive coaches, and now you come in with somebody that's going to run some 2 tight end sets.
Yeah, get him under center.
Yeah,
even though he played shotgun in college like Justin, they're going to work with him and get him under center. You see them plays in the highlights, man. I showed at the top of the show. They had Justin under center, man. And they were always saying he ain't comfortable doing it. Whenever I saw him do it, he was shining.
Right. Yeah. Monkey we had an offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Now, Pittsburgh's also saying they're going back to his right foot up like he was in college, as opposed to changing his footwork and having to think about his feet before every play.
Well, I told you they were trying to make him Aaron Rodgers, but go ahead.
Yeah.
That's what they were trying to do. Or Peterman.
But the Steelers have reverted back to what works for Justin, and they're taking a look at him in the Alps.
Bro, that's like me getting to the NBA with my shot, and I'm having some jackass. We're gonna change your shot. No, you aren't. You're not gonna change my shot. This shot got me here.
Right. It's gonna keep me going through it,
man. I heard, what was it, Hildenberg, and he was being interviewed. Center. Was that the center? Yeah. And he said that's what a veteran told him. Never let a quarterback change your stance. That's what he said. And he said he had beef. I think Flutie, one of them, kept trying to get him to change his stance. He's like, no. He said they told him, like, because it's you who's got to block and all that.
Right. So fuck him. He's just got to get the ball and produce from there. You're blocking for him.
Right. What do you mean change my stance?
That guy was gone, in 2 years?
Yeah.
It was a feather that Dicker had up his bum that he wanted Doug Flutie.
But he said himself, though, it's overrated. Not not what the center does, the calling. But he said like everybody knows where the linebacker is. He had me wrong because I said that when I first saw him start doing that.
He's the mic. He's the mic.
Yeah, he's the linebacker. Okay, he's right there. We all see him.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, it was for television.
It was for television, and he said he said the whole line is making those calls.
Yeah, they're talking to each other.
Yes,
they really don't give a damn what you're saying.
Yeah, it's all for show. It's for show on the defense. Yeah. Right. It's right.
It's the Peyton Manning effect. Omaha effect.
Yeah. It's the Omaha effect. Yeah. Omaha.
Only in America.
But Hard Knocks. So I thought I know the Bears have been against it, but it's a hard knock life, but they were forced into it, as it appears. So
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. They seem pretty happy about it.
Yeah, we got a new general manager, we got a new president. All the old
ways of thinking.
Yeah, that's just gone.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're bringing us into the whatever century this is. I mean, I think is Deion Sanders' son running the social media?
He will be next year.
I'm seeing TikToks and everything. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got these guys doing their little claw
all over the world.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It looks put that halter top on and go down and voice down and do that. In fact, it's Pride Week here in LA. So
it's Pride Month, I think, here in
put that halter top on, come out here with that Bears, boy. They love
it. Rainbow colored cloth.
Yeah, get some more Bears fans because we don't care. Nobody cares. As long as you're throwing that football around there in the process.
Yeah, we had Dennis Rodman running around. So win a championship.
Yeah, but it's just funny though, man. And I hate to say it. Poles lied to us, and he lied to Justin Fields. Bottom line.
Think so?
Bottom line.
Yeah.
He could have done everything he did. There was really no reason to get rid of Justin Fields.
No. He just wasn't his guy. He knew he was going to move on from him once.
Day one.
Yeah. And they should have traded him at the damn trade deadline, like you said. We got to the trade deadline. I know you would have pissed off all the Bears fans, but you knew damn well who the hell you was going to draft. And it was going to be Caleb Williams. Saw how bad the damn
and everybody was enamored with Bilbo. I don't think all the Bears fans would have been pissed.
No. Well,
you had a lot of meatballs. It
would have been half and half. There was a lot of meatballs that wanted Justin.
I mean, they're still blaming Vince Evans for that horrible fucking team he played on.
Yeah, Brian.
Horrible coaches, horrible team. And Vince Evans is a bad. Like when you keep trying to bring it up, I actually went back and looked at the roster. I'm like, damn.
You saw who his number one wide receiver was? It was Brian Ashnagel. Yes. Was his top receiver.
Yeah.
So Walter Payton ended up being the best receiver on the damn team.
And we could talk about how horrible Walter Payton's lines were that he played under, but no one acknowledges the same horrible lines that Vince Evans played under.
He played
in the same line. Right.
Yeah, he was out there running for his damn life.
Running for his life too.
With these plays that were not scripted for him. Now, how did Randall cut? Well, it's just Chicago.
And he wasn't smart, but yet he's one of the biggest realty investors in the state of California. Successful.
Yeah, ended up playing 20 years of football.
Yeah. One of the smartest richest ex-football players ever.
Yeah.
This guy's rich. He was buying property in California, bro. Brilliant. Talk your ass off. Living in Chicago, taking that money, buying property in California, bro.
Yeah. I got cash.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, this stuff is, I can imagine the value of the property that he bought back in the 70s and 80s.
That's what I'm saying, what it's worth now, bro. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Big ups to Vince Evans.
Big ups to
But I'm interested. Are you gonna? I guess I'm gonna watch Hard Knock. I gotta get into it. It's on HBO, but I got the It's on Hard Knock. I mean, it's on HBO, so I'm gonna watch it, bro. I am
Yeah.
gonna try to. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it, bro. I want to watch that.
Yeah, it's the Bears.
It's the Bears.
I'm coming around. We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I know you're coming around.
We'll see when we get to the season. I still haven't bought any Bears. I haven't scheduled to go any games.
I don't not like this guy. You know.
I mean, yeah. I just don't like. I just don't like the situation that we put ourselves in, and the situation that we were in, the situation we could have been in, with all those damn draft picks and studs running around all over the damn place.
Okay, let me give you an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say your sister has a husband.
She does.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And now he decides, he's with her through thick and she's with him through thick and thin when things are bad. And, they're on the struggle. And he's telling her, yeah, I'm down for you. I'm here forever. Things are going to get better. Just stick by me when I get this degree or when I get, you know what I'm saying? When I finish this and that, bam. And then as soon as he does it, at no fault of her own, he decides to go out and get a flashy new quarterback. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Now, me, an outside person, I have no reason to not like the new person.
Yeah.
But you still got a taste in your mouth. It's gonna take some time. This new person literally didn't do anything.
Right.
But it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
after he won the damn lottery, he goes out and gets the new person, and still want to bring him around you and say,
and then talk about how much better.
There's no hard feelings,
right. But talking about how much better things are and how much better things being managed and run and you know what I mean? Yeah, well, they got better tools, okay, better example, Ace. I hire you to be the chef at the restaurant, and I'm getting you substandard materials, right? We're getting secondhand materials left over from Walmart that are almost spoiled, right?
Yeah.
We don't have the proper kitchen equipment and everything, but I got you back there doing the best you can. Then,
yes, I can do. Yeah.
Best you could do. You busting your ass 50, 60 hours, sweating back there.
Sweating, cooking for a damn football stadium full of people.
You know what I mean?
Damn weekend, yeah.
You know what I mean? You got a cigarette in your mouth,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Back there doing your thing, violating the health code. And then, we upgrade. You know what I'm saying? We get the shiny new kitchen. You looking at it. You installing it. You looking at it.
Yeah, I want to cook the hell out of these steaks.
Yeah.
Now
we're getting you the better cut of steaks. I mean, the best cut. You get
look at that.
Ace, you could smell the tomatoes. You could smell tomatoes. Remember you were younger and tomatoes used to smell?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could smell
it. It was real fruit then, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then they come in. Now we got some kid out of college. He studied in culinary school. You know what I mean? And we're moving off you.
Yeah, we're gonna bring in John Pierre.
Yeah, and he's cheaper too because he's younger.
Yeah, he doesn't own it.
Yeah, and your customers love you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? 70% of your customers were there I'm not there because of you, but they're there because they love, they love Ace's cooking back there.
Yeah, they enjoyed my steaks I was cooking at Ponderosa for those damn football stadiums. Yeah.
And they were all waiting and you're telling them, just hang on, guys. Like, we're about to get better equipment and everybody's getting better back there in the kitchen. You know what I mean? The machine just hang on. We're about to, and then we show up and they're like, we moved up off Ace. What? We moved up off.
Yeah.
Now you're not mad at that kid.
Yeah, we sent him down to the Firehouse restaurant. He's gonna be cooking down there.
But and now remember that's the new GM too.
Yeah,
it's not the GM who hired you. The new GM came in there.
Right.
Yeah.
We run a restaurant.
We got to cut all the costs and show profit, and then we can get investors. And once we get these investors, Ace, I need you to stick by me, Ace. We're going to fire everybody, and you're going to do everything yourself. We're going to show profit. We're going to get the investors, and then we're going to get all this shiny new stuff and employees for you.
And we're going to build a new restaurant with a whole office for you back in the back.
Yeah, and then there's an expectation of you, getting
right
more
on
money.
Lakefront.
Yeah, I mean, then there's an expectation of you as a black man, as a
Mm-hmm.
professional, earning more money based upon what you've done for the company, based upon all the work you put in, based upon your experience level. But then, black people say, "No, we got to move up off of them." You know what I mean? So we could save that GM money. Not that GM with the money they save is going to lower your ticket cost or the cost of the meal or anything for you, the customer. No.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, we care about how much money they're spending and their bottom line, which was something you've been pointing out that stank from the fucking beginning.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to reset the quota. We don't want to pay. It feels $25 million the next year that we haven't even agreed to. It's a fifth year, what they call option. He's still on his rookie deal. He's making $4 million this year. He's still on his damn rookie deal. And then they would have to invoke the option sometime before the season this year, I guess before the preseason this year, to take advantage of only paying him $25 million when you got a starting quarterback in his damn division to sign a contract for $200 million damn dollars. I mean, come on, man. It made absolutely zero sense to me to tell me that you're resetting the contract of your quarterback when he's still making peanuts. Yeah.
And the NFL players out of a pool of, say, average 22 starters, 30 team, 700 players, they voted Fields like 75 on the top 100. The players.
Mm-hmm.
All the players. It's like doctors. Yeah. All the doctors are saying Ace is, one of the best in his field.
Right.
And then everybody else is saying no.
Hmm.
Who do you listen to?
Yeah, you're listening to the guys that are writing stories, or you're going to listen to the guy that's in the profession.
Right.
It may. I'm moving on.
Yeah, let's move on. There was a video they posted last week. I sent it to y'all. I don't know if you saw it, but it was like a hype. It was like a Deion Sanders type of hype. I'm okay with it, I guess, but bro, I feel like they're doing a lot, and they should have learned from last season with all the hype, and then they start 0-4. Like, I get it.
It's not going to happen this year.
Man, we Super Bowl shuffling around like we just won 2 playoff games last year.
We got weapons now.
We do have
the number one. We got the number 1 draft pick, and we got a defense.
No generational.
Yeah, generational talent. Yeah.
You don't hear that as much. You don't hear that as much anymore.
Yeah, man, it's all kind of rumors going on still about the defense. They're going to trade one of the draft picks next year and go and get Khalil Mack and bring him on the other side of Montez Sweat. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens.
Khalil Mack doesn't fit the defensive system.
Yeah, he's a 3-4.
The whole reason they moved off of him in the first place.
Yeah. Well, I think it was money.
Well, it was money too, but he doesn't. He doesn't fit the system.
Yeah, he's a 3-4 end versus a 4-3.
Yeah. All right, Manly Tech, bro. I didn't know about this, man. Manly Tech, they were the first all black rowing team or all copper colored rowing team in the U.S. history, man.
Chicago?
Yeah, man, West Side. The team members grew up on Chicago's West Side in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
A difficult, sometimes dangerous environment for many young men.
Yeah, I heard that story. Yeah.
And remarkable achievement.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. In addition to rowing, the program offered classes in entrepreneurship. Many team members developed an entrepreneurial spirit and became successful business owners later in life. Initially, some students thought it was absurd for black rowers. They would call them. They would say they were rowing like slave ships. Chicago's a funny city. Yeah,
they just want to keep you out of the sport.
Yeah, we make fun of a lot of. Is that the Looney Tunes?
Looney Tunes is back.
Is that Looney Tunes?
Yes, sir.
Get out of here. It can't be Looney Tunes.
That's Looney Tunes.
Stop the show. We got Looney Tunes in the
building.
In the building. All right, we got to be prepared in case we get ready. Make sure. Yeah, here we go. Looney Tunes as the start video. Who is your favorite Disney character, Ace, all time?
Looney
Yours.
Tunes.
Who is your favorite Disney character, Ace, all time? I'm going to say Cinderella.
Cinderella's not Looney Tunes.
No, it's Disney. He's asking about Disney.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Are
Looney
you asking
Tunes.
about, hey, what's up, Looney? Are you asking about your favorite Disney character or your favorite Looney Tunes character?
Looney Tune character?
Oh, he's right. He's right. Who's your favorite Looney Tunes character? Okay. I thought it was Disney, bro. My bad.
Is the skunk, Savoir Faire?
Savoir Faire is everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Daffy Duck. That's all. That's all, folks. Yeah. I'm going with Daffy Duck.
What about you, Looney Tunes? Who's your favorite?
Robin and Coyote are my favorites.
I got you. Yeah.
All right. Those are some
good
ones.
Lately, most people have been saying I have the best streams on YouTube.
Really? I got to check out your channel, man. You guys support Looney Tunes channel. What's your channel?
I mainly surf old school cartoons on my streams.
Okay. What's the channel? What's the channel, bro?
Brandon Looney Tunes Fan 2000.
Okay. All right. So y'all check out Brandon at Looney Tunes Fan 2000. And Brandon, thanks for dropping by, man. We're talking sports over here. We always love when you come by.
Wes, can I have a moderator wrench?
You have a who?
A blue moderator wrench so I can put my channel in the chat.
A moderator wrench. Yeah, I got to figure out who's you want to be a moderator?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
We got to talk to Karen about that.
Yeah, Karen, we got to talk to Karen. She's in charge of the production side. So
be looking for it.
Yeah, be looking for it, bro. Yeah, I could drop it in there.
Yeah.
But Karen approves all that. I got to talk to Karen. She's one of the mods.
And what sports do you watch?
Basketball, football, baseball.
Definitely baseball, rowing.
Yeah.
Track, bowling. What's your favorite sport?
Space Jam.
That's Michael Jordan, man. That's basketball.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Looney Tunes, Space Jam, Looney Tunes joint.
Yeah, Jordan's the GOAT. We'll see you next time, Looney. Thanks for dropping by, my brother.
I do, and
let's get him out of here.
All right.
That's Looney Tunes, baby.
Appreciate you, baby.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Looney Tunes. Big ups to Looney Tunes. He's got the goat ass to drop by. Huh?
And he brought his mouthpiece.
That's right. That's right. You know, I wasn't familiar with his favorite Looney Tunes character.
Oh, yeah. He said Roadrunner and whatchamacallit.
Tony said Roadrunner.
Coyote.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. Roadrunner. Yeah. Roadrunner. If he catches you, you're through. You know, the Roadrunner was one of those dastardly
he was
copper colored. And
he was crafty.
Yeah, and the Coyote was 12.
Yeah, he wasn't that smart.
Yeah, he wasn't that smart. Yeah, big ups to Looney Tunes. You know what? He's always dropping by. But all right, the team members grew up on the West Side, and now some of the students would make jokes about it, and they would call them, say they were like rowing like slave ships. So the reason that they even went to the meeting was for free pizza. It was the promise of free pizza and travel, which says a lot. And I'm gonna throw it to you. So this is how these guys got together and became rowers, man. And they were from different gang sets, different neighborhoods, and they were at Manly Tech. And it was all started by a white guy who used to row for Penn.
Man, well, I figure, whoever started had to have some kind of affiliation with the Ivy League to bring the sport to West Side of Chicago. It's very interesting. Well, it's very interesting that, you can get, I don't know who they were competing against and how they can get a team together and practice here in Chicago, I guess. We got ponds and lakes, and he probably found one of these lagoons in the area to get the guys out there to row and practice. But it's quite interesting that on the west side of Chicago, you can get a rowing team together. I guess end up being Pete's.
But you know what? Shame
Get 'em
on
to
us,
me.
though. We have swimming pools. We have a river. We have a lakefront.
Yeah. We got plenty of bodies of water around here.
Yeah. And I actually, and these are scholarships, Ace, like opportunities, and this idea came because, as I said, I met the sister that was on the rowing team for like one of these bougie California schools.
Mm-hmm.
She's smart. I forgot what she was studying, like she's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
And she's on the rowing team. She said she had been playing volleyball or something, and she just gave it a gander, and she became one of the best. Same thing like, what's my man name? Jim Brown.
Yeah,
They changed the rules of lacrosse. Right. These are opportunities, bro, that for some reason.
We're just so pigeonholed into the neighborhood sports of football.
We turn our nose up. Go ahead.
Yeah. Even we took Juice to his future high school, and I was talking to the golf coach. He said he formerly worked for MIT, I believe, for a certain amount of years, and then he's come to this particular high school in Chicago.
Great school, by the way. We won't name it, but my God, go ahead.
Yeah, and I was so impressed by all the programs they got going on. I wanted to go back to high school, but he was telling me that the beauty of golf is the caddying and the off season for the high school students where they can earn money. The meetings of the people on the golf course, which all the decision makers play golf. We had a couple students that at the school that went on to get 4-year scholarships at major universities, even in the Big Ten, by playing golf and the relationships they get made from caddying. So,
they'll be like, this is a good kid with ambitions. And, listen, that's the thing. That's one of the points of TATN, to link the bread, with people out here like Ace and people who are doing things, one thing pink folks do, and it's not saying they're better or smarter, they just have more discretionary income, tend to, they'll sponsor a couple of, the poorer kids or less fortunate kids to play baseball. And at some point, we have to start being more proactive and not assuming. Okay, if you have families that are playing baseball, if they're not being sponsored by someone else, their families are probably okay. What I mean by okay is that families probably have enough discretionary income where you could probably ask them for like $50 a month, right, to go towards helping sponsor some other children, you know what I mean, who are good, who can make Jackie Robinson win the damn World Series. And that's what we're missing out on, bro.
Shout out to Jackie Robinson West and the fundraiser, which was quite a success weeks ago. As I mentioned that I was going to, I'll get more information ahead of time for the next fundraiser. For those that want to donate to the league, help kids of the Mount Vernon area and the future kids, because Little League has changed the rules now that they took away the championship. That there's no boundaries upcoming for the next year for kids up to age 7 to come into the league and play baseball, because every area, you don't have a charter Little League team, and some kids just want to play in the mecca of baseball, Chicago, which is Jackie Robinson West.
Mecca. Yeah. And it's and big ups. The rowing, you can even have those rowing machines in the high schools, and you know what I mean, and you're getting them ready, and you can put video up. You can maybe create some sort of simulator. You can't always get them on the water.
Do some virtual rowing, in the off season or whatever exercises, because up in even in Ivy League country, you can't be out there all year. So.
couple of them couldn't even swim. One of them, middle name, I think his name was like Pookie Ray. His name was Ray Pookie. His name was Ray Pookie. I said, this dude is Ray Pookie.
You can't make this stuff up.
I want to sit down with him.
Right.
Yeah. Ray Pookie. They probably shooting at him right now. You know what I mean? Like, his parents do that too. We're gonna name you Ray, and we're gonna call him Pookie. People, don't call your children Pookie. I swear. I haven't met one that just wasn't up to shenanigans. I haven't met I'm Dr. Philip McGillistine. Yeah, everyone called me Pookie growing up. I just haven't met that.
Somebody call. I got an emergency. I gotta go.
Dr. Pookie? Dr. Pookie? Dr. Ray? Calling Dr. Ray? Calling Dr. Dakota?
Can't judge a book by its cover.
You sure can. There's a lot of geniuses, but it's coming. But yeah, so big ups, man. I mean, I just wanted to just touch on that because I thought it was fascinating. I'd like to see more of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's a way to get everything done, especially in the city of Chicago with such wealth and
good pizza
and ability to help those that need programs to.
Oh, and that's what I was trying to say. Yes, there's a lot of wealth out here, you guys. It's just a matter of people trusting that the money is being, because it's so many scams.
Yeah.
You know, and they just have to trust that the money's being allocated properly. It's actually being used with, what you're saying you're going to use it for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Nobody wants to see you using their hard-earned money, and you're sending your kids to private school because you're stealing the money that should be going to Jackie Robinson's kids, and you're driving a high-end car. We don't mean you should be poor. If you can afford a high-end car on your own, God bless you.
Yeah, but
don't steal the money from the kids, because these parents who are donating, they could be driving a high-end car too. If that's, they're trying to, help the community. I'll just run through, bro, some of these notables from the Negro Leagues. Satchel Paige, you don't have to say much about him.
No.
Considered one of the best pitchers ever.
Yeah.
Josh Gibson. Now, why am I confusing him? I thought he played for the Dodgers. What am I missing?
No.
Wasn't there a Gibson that played for the Dodgers that was pretty good too?
Bob Gibson.
Was he white?
He played in the car.
Is he white?
Color.
He was colored?
Bob Gibson? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Josh Gibson is colored?
Negro League.
Negro League. A gifted catcher. Wow, he's a catcher, bro. Damn. And power hitter. Gibson's exclusion from the AL and NL evokes many what ifs. Eyewitness accounts place him among the very best to ever step on a baseball diamond, bro.
Yeah, they didn't want to pitch to him at all.
And he probably had an arm, was throwing people out. He was calling a good game too. He was like, catcher ace.
Yeah. Knew what a strike was. They knew how to hit it out of the park.
Damn, I feel so sus. I don't know this history.
Buck
Leonard. Now, Buck Leonard. Yeah, some of these names, kids, you're going to see were named like Slay. He's a big buck. You're going to see there's a lot of races, Big Buck Leonard. It's like Booger McFarland. He was the Homestead Grays first baseman for 17 years. He led a forming dynamic duo with Gibson. So Buck Leonard was on the calling card with Gibson. They led the Grays to 9 Negro League national pennants and 5 Negro League World Series. So do you think the Grays, if you were to put them in a 7-game series with somebody from the prestigious major leagues that had just won the World Series, do you think the Grays would have gotten swept?
They'd have played, let's say, 3 World Series in consecutive years. I think they would have got at least 1, maybe 2.
Correct. We don't want to be hyperbolic. I'm saying yes. If if the major league was so not, because they knew they were going to get embarrassed, and the racism is a funny thing when you try to call people less than you. It's like calling women less than you, and then you go out there and you play basketball against a woman and she beats the brakes off you. It then adds to the embarrassment of it, and so you guys are setting yourself up in a quandary. You know, saying people are less and they're not better and they're dumber because you missed out on money. Your racism cost you, man. Could you imagine if the World Series champion would have played the Negro League champion in a 7-game series, and 3 of the games was played in the Negro League stadium and 4 of the games were played, because you'd have had to have the extra game played with the prestigious major league.
Yeah. Drop dick.
It's prestigious, bro. You can't flip the bat and do all. They'd have had to play by the major league rules too.
Yeah, it would have been no bingo long all-star shenanigans at the World Series. It would have been when they would have came to the Negro League Park. Yeah,
exactly. Yes, that would have been dope. And then, like, when you're in the major league parks, they're like, yeah, no more leadoffs and no more stealing break. Only in this game, no more stealing bases.
No.
So that, man, I wish I could go back in time. Hey, there it is. There it is for these baseball video game makers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and make that happen.
You gotta stop giving your ideas.
I know. And Ace, we can get some money to these families, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. To the descendants. Yeah.
Even more to the Negro League Museum.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be dope. You know, we have to do a show, the all-time Negro League team versus the all-time Major League Baseball team. Would we be able to add the colors in the major leagues?
We'd have to they'd have to be on the Negro League team. We'd have to take Jackie Robinson back.
We definitely take Jackie Robinson back.
Mm-hmm. So you're looking at just Jackie Robinson, Satchel Paige.
I think the
Josh
colors
Gibson.
who dominated Major League can't be on either team.
No.
No, you're right. You'd have to put them on the Negro Leagues. I agree.
Yeah, because that's where they start.
I agree.
Yeah.
Wow, that'd be some good baseball. See, America almost had it. If the National League was Negro League, and then you had the American League or American League.
Yeah.
Oh
man, you talking about
you'd have had man, good old American racism. I tell you what, I'd be watching baseball.
Oh my goodness! Imagine we got the Negro League All-Stars versus the MLB All-Stars this year, 2024.
So Atlanta would have definitely been a Negro League team. Baltimore, and you'd have had some of your Chitlin circuit cities. You know what I mean? Yeah. Peoria.
But, even when let's say the White Sox want to get their new stadium, go ahead. The Negro Leagues can have that old stadium. I believe.
Well, you have to move it further south. You got to get it out of that nasty, racist Bridgeport area. You know, you Southside fans should act like, your fans, your white fans are somewhat better than our pinks. One thing about our pinks, they see me with this jersey, walking around in Pinkville, they're going to buy me a beer. If I walk in Bridgeport with a White Sox jersey on, they're going to tell me, get out of this neighborhood.
They're going to be speaking Mandarin to you. All of those pinks are gone.
Yeah, all right.
They can't afford to live over there.
They went to the suburb. White flight.
Unfortunately, that's what they got gentrified out of their own racism by another culture.
Well, here's another one, Ace. Cool Papa Bell. For his incredible speed, Bell was a center fielder and leadoff hitter. His nickname came from a legendary story that he could turn off the lights and be in bed before the room got dark.
Yeah. Joe played in this stadium in St. Louis when he was with the Cubs RBI team back in the day. Yeah, he's got that was the story that I read on the plaque that was on the side of the stadium.
It was called Cool Papa Bell Stadium?
It was called Cool Papa Bell.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a cool name too. Cool Papa Bell.
Yeah. So he was supposedly lightning fast. I talk about how fast Jackie Robinson was going against the probably gorgeous players of of Major League Baseball. The cool Papa Bills.
And you know how much ground he was covering in center field with that speed, bro?
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, that video game or the reinvigoration of the Negro Leagues, which I've been harping on.
Yeah, you've been harping on that.
Would be great. You know, with the black players, the melanated players being down to 6% of Major League Baseball now. I mean, it's a perfect time. You got plenty of major wealthy entrepreneurs, and if we can get the leagues and the team together, I know Major League Baseball would have a major problem with it. But
I tell you who should be responsible, and I'm going to call them out.
Call them out.
And I don't normally blame and try to tell our celebrities how to spend money because it's theirs, not mine.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, every black baseball player and former black baseball player should be getting in collusion to start up Negro League teams, to your point, build stadiums like these smaller soccer stadiums, BMO Stadium here, and get your Negro Leagues coming up. And eventually it will come to a head where you can have exhibition games between your Negro League teams and your prestigious, drop-dead gorgeous Major League Baseball teams where they follow all the rules.
And they're gonna come buy you out eventually because they don't want, they want you to have it.
Yeah, they're gonna buy you out. They're gonna buy out Ice Cube eventually.
Yeah.
Then they'll shut it down because they don't want you being in business. Yeah, it wasn't viable. We weren't making money. They bought Dre Beats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I swear it wasn't a white person wearing Dre Beats. As soon as that company got sold, bro, I said, damn, they be on code. Don't they? And the Asians. Yeah, they be on code. I posted a video on TATN because some sort of Asians had that Chinese electric car. Bro, the pinks are all over that video.
Yeah. Like, where'd you see it at?
Yeah. Ask a question. Yeah, like, bro, I'm just posting it. You want me to hate on it? You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't giving me nothing. Ford and Chevy ain't giving me nothing. Where's my reparation?
Damn thing. And eventually the damn car's gonna be here anyway. So,
Don't get me started. Right. Talking about, you're right.
Cost America. Yeah. Most of the parts come from foreign countries anyway.
What y'all talking about? You're right. All of our jobs went over there. You're right. We're beyond this. We're beyond what you're talking about.
Right.
Bro, I was on UCLA's campus, and 7 out of 10 people that I saw, whether they were professors or students, 7 out of 10. And I hear it's the same at U of I getting close. We're Asian. 7 out of 10. Asian.
That's the Constitution of Bridgeport now.
The people from California can't even afford to get an education at their state schools. Yeah, you're talking about, don't talk to me. All right.
Anyway.
Ray Dandridge. Now, is Dorothy Dandridge a descendant of Ray Dandridge? Nobody ever talked about that. I wouldn't be surprised if Dorothy Dandridge was.
Possibility.
Yeah. A third baseman with exceptional leather. Dandridge was a key player for the Newark, New Jersey Eagles. Yeah, Newark could have a Negro League team too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Milwaukee.
We had the Chicago American Giants.
Oh, you got Negroes in Chicago because you got I mean, come on. Yeah, any chocolate city where you got a lot of Negroes, he was known for his consistency and clutch. Martin Dihigo, he sounds like some sort of Nigerian. A versatile player who could pitch, hit, and play multiple positions. Dihigo was a true baseball genius. He excelled in both the Negro Leagues, and Latin American League. So he's some sort of,
playing around.
Okay. Judy Johnson. Is that a girl? Was there a guy named Judy, third baseman? I don't know. We moved past that. Yeah. Willie Wells, a slick fielding shortstop. Slick. What do you mean by that?
Who wrote this?
Nickel slick shortstop.
In the bed before that.
I like when they talk about he's a savage runner. You know what I mean? Like Al Campana is rolling over in he runs violent. He's
look at
violent.
Those thighs.
You know
look at those big thighs marching down the first base and on the third before you close your eyes.
And again, he's going to the basket like a serial killer. You know what I mean? I'm like, what? You guys are violent. But Willie Wells is a shortstop. So we're going to call their names. He played for several Negro League teams and was a key contributor. Mule Suttles. Look at his name, Mule.
Mule Suttles.
Mule. I mean, come on. All right. a powerful first baseman and outfielder. Suttles was a fierce slugger. I think he probably got his nickname from the game. You know what I mean? Yeah. His home run hitting ability made him a standout player. So, you got any other ones? I didn't mention Jackie Robinson. Any other ones stand out that I didn't mention? And big ups to all of them.
Big ups to all of them. That's pretty good list. I mean, definitely you want to start out with Satchel Paige for the many years that he played in the Negro Leagues.
Satchmo? Well, that ain't Satchel.
No,
he should be.
But yeah, Satchel Paige, play in one city, throw a no-hitter, and drive to the next city and throw a no-hitter the next day. I mean, the endurance of he was never on bed rest as far as playing baseball was concerned. And he would drive himself, or if he had caught a ride with the team bus. But he was a extraordinarily enduring and strong and player full of endurance that can play all week long, pitch all day long, and still pick up victories.
And he's a stud. He could screw all night long too. And that's the whole thing about it. All right, so what?
And I do want to give Josh Gibson props. He was a beast out there. They moved in front of Babe Ruth as far as all his home run hitting records, and that's definitely expected to bring up some sort of controversy with the major league enthusiasts or the old school guys that don't want to let Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. So,
what year did Jackie Robinson break the color barrier?
It was 46.
Okay, that was longer than what I thought. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff was happening like right before I was born. Okay. So no wonder I couldn't have asked my mom about it. My grandmother would have had more of a perspective on it. And she wouldn't have cared less. Cared less in 1946 about. She might have, because it was a movement. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was
never thought to ask her, bro.
Damn. That is something that I need to ask some of the elders that I know. Yeah, because my grandparents are all gone and my great grands as well.
Yeah. And get them on recording too, Ace. We can put clips up on TATN. You know what I mean? Like perspective.
What do you think of the
what was your opinion of it? Even if they say I ain't give a fuck about that. We was just trying to eat. You know what I mean? Yeah. We was going to church.
Yeah. But
it was one thing. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
It was on the radio, so there was not a lot of entertainment at the time. So if you could get a chance to hear a game with Jackie Robinson playing on the radio, but I guess it would have been unless he was playing in your city. Yeah.
Hey, and your chores was chores back then. Everything wasn't so automated. You know what I mean? You like to get the stove going, you had to go out there and chop wood. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Your chores was chores. Anybody had time. So the radio probably be playing in the background like you do.
You wasn't playing. You wasn't wasting no electricity. You wasn't nobody using that shit during the day. You out there working.
You out there working. Like, yeah. But apparently stuff like that used to stop the work and all us used to sit around the radio. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It had to be at a time when you were available to listen to.
Yeah, where you just some things you made exception for. You know, you just like this is big. Maybe they had a sense that this is big. You know.
I mean, I'm sure it's big for everyone.
Yeah.
Jackie Robinson break into Major League Baseball,
and it wasn't just watching him play; it was watching him dominate. And then that's why they let him come in. They picked somebody past his prime. They said Jackie was past his prime, bro. And he was still dominating.
Yeah, they only wanted him to succeed, not ascend and succeed. If he would have came in his prime, my God,
it would have been like taking Mike in the NBA at 33. You know what I'm saying? Mike still would have done great stuff, but you know what I mean? You would have missed out on a lot of Mike.
Yeah. I think Satchel Paige is in his 40s.
Yeah.
When he finally made it to Major League.
Yeah.
Even then, he was still
winning
games and able to pitch. So, it's just.
But this is something we've been talking about, though, Ace. We did. Why did MLB decide, in your mind, do you think they decided to officially recognize Negro League stats?
They've been listening to the show. They've been listening to Mouthpiece Included on TATN. Shout out to MLB. You didn't recognize it verbally, but thanks for listening to the show. And we give out too many ideas on.
Well, like your poll on the Bears versus Pittsburgh. ESPN ran the same poll 2 hours after you, less than 2 hours after you said that on the show. ESPN put the exact poll up. Now, is that coincidence? Is that random?
I don't know. I mean, our other intermingler had no. He thought I was just trolling by putting that poll together.
Didn't.
And lo and behold, and it's on the network. I mentioned that last week's show as well. So it's I don't know if it got the everybody's spiders sense tingling when I was having my rant last week or not, but we saw what happened.
This isn't ESPN. This is TATN.
TATN.
Now, so you're saying, well, besides the doing it because they saw us, is this? Yeah. Well, these are the types of things we're saying. We're saying you do this, and it could help you as far as marketability too.
Yeah, I mean, they were talking about they implemented the stats. I think a couple of years ago. They were talking about it, and now maybe it's
2020
come to fruition.
Yeah.
They finally thought they could sneak it in. And you got the Magic Johnson and Larry Bird of women's college basketball coming in. So it's a good time to jump on the bandwagon of Ebony and Ivory.
Anytime you need a payment, good time. Anytime you need a friend, good time.
Yeah. So the next thing you know, they're gonna take over the Negro League Museum in Kansas City. I got to get down there before that takes place, and
making a way, good
times.
Easy credit rip-off. Good times. Scratching and surviving.
Good times.
Hanging in a child line.
Good times. Ain't lucky we got it. Say it again.
Good times. And the times was different though. You did have some people in the gutter, and you did have to watch the kids. There were weirdos.
I mean,
but the times was different, wasn't it? It was good times, even though it was a poverty in a lot of areas. People weren't just randomly just running around killing each other over nonsense.
Yeah, there's people living in houses.
Yeah. I was driving, and I saw the Orthodox Jewish on Saturday. That's their Sabbath, and they're walking around. And I said, man, I remember when I used to, on a Sunday, when you used to see black people walking around dressed up in suits. The kids had a suit on, the parents. You remember that? And they'd be out at restaurants. It was a Sunday.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just a few. It was pretty much the whole community.
Yeah.
We don't see that anymore.
No, that's before we had 75 churches.
Before we had what?
75 churches on the block.
Oh, before it all became a nickel slick hustle? Is that what you're saying? When they weren't community based, like when people realized they could care less about what's going on in the community?
Yeah. And just want to get tax exempt and get you the tithe.
And then those big churches came in. You come as you want. Remember that?
Come
as you may.
Yeah. Still stinking from the club, coming in pajamas coming to church. Yeah, he said come as you want.
Listen, you're not showing up to the synagogue like that.
Yeah.
You're not showing up to the synagogue, come as you want. If they do it, bro, it's probably once a year or something like that. It's not every, you know what I'm saying?
Every week.
Yeah. We did that so we can get more people in here. No, that's how they should show up. But if they're going to keep coming, at some point, they should be like, you know what I mean? You should be grooming them to getting them to a point where you could dress like the others.
Right.
Let's
show some pride.
Right. Right. Yes. You can come anyway. You shouldn't have to be like this when you get here. Right. Yeah. We don't expect everybody to have a clean press black suit or whatever when they get here. You
Everybody
come
can.
as you are, right?
Yeah.
But
Don't,
you keep coming back. We're gonna get you with the brothers back here. They're gonna get you with a Taylor, and we can't have you keep showing up like this, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like you said, and wash your ass. We got a shower in the back. Yeah.
So
we're fine. You know, we're
sober
a
dollar,
copper
so
church. More than likely, nobody's sticking their thumb in anybody's bum around here. You know what I mean? You should be good.
Yourself up. Well,
you hear anything about it? Let us know. Yeah, immediately. We'll handle it.
I got a whole bunch of donated clean clothes.
Yeah.
Whatever you need.
Have a baseball team. They don't do nothing. All right. Nothing.
Sponsor the baseball team. Yeah.
Nothing. They do nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
Shout out to Beth Eden Baptist Church.
Yeah.
Special sponsor, Jackie Robinson.
Yeah.
For the most part, you know, it's not like it was.
Yeah, so in 2020, MLB announced that 7 different Negro League teams from 1920 to 1948 would be recognized by the prestigious major leagues. Now, the available Negro Leagues numbers have been absorbed into the official historical record. Would okay, we did that. What challenges and opportunities arise from integrating Negro League stats into these records? What issues? Do you see any issues in this, or are you just a purist? Well, you know, because Coach said the Negro Leagues is racist.
Well, you know, it's all racist. I mean,
the Negro Leagues is racist. That
you know,
mind-boggling.
It's did I say that out loud? I mean, you can't call the Negro Leagues racist because it was spurned from, you know, it was born from the fact that of racism that these Negro League.
He's never met any of the owners of those teams. He never met any of the players, so he doesn't know what's in the Negro League's hearts.
He doesn't hearts, but he just troll. I hope he's troll.
I don't know.
You know, you never know. Might be his sentiment to his heart, but you know, we don't know what's in his heart. We just hear what he's putting out there for millions.
Yeah, I mean, that's like saying Black Wall Street was racist.
Yeah.
The
Black National Anthem.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I think we heard that. I think we did hear that. Yeah, we actually heard that. Yeah. Yeah. Lift every voice and sing. Yeah. All right.
God bless America.
God bless America. Allegedly. So you got over 2,300 Negro League players. That's, you know, it's like an API. They're included in the newly integrated database. Yeah, so like you sent me something, Josh Gibson now holds the all-time records in average, slugging percentage, and OPS. Oath to Jackie Robinson. Now, 1947, he debuted Jackie Robinson. All right, so yeah, it is interesting. So, like, is this fair? Is this fair to the Drop Dead Gorgeous white man?
Now, being fair is another question, because the birth and the rise of the Negro Leagues was based on
the birth of a Negro nation. Be careful.
It takes a nation of millions to hold it back.
All right,
but the league was born because these players couldn't participate in Major League Baseball for any of those teams. So the Negro Leagues was created and tried to prosper. And once it was integrated, then it was smashed and torn apart by that same league.
Because I'm sure it was starting to grow. It's my understanding that the colors were coming to the games, and that became the thing to do, to go watch the game. And it was like they had like a little halftime show. Like they was doing it, bro. It was entertainment.
Yeah. And they weren't accepted at Major League Baseball stadiums. Or if they did have a color section, I don't know.
You can't even flip the bat and look at the Drop Dead Gorgeous picture. You can't even stare him down after you smack it out of the park.
Smack it out, knock it right out of the stadium. Yeah, you can't even do none of that.
Man,
they're gonna arrest you.
Listen. That's why they keep us out of baseball. And I'm talking about the real ones from America, you guys. Because, they'll let some of us, the ones, they were adapted and fostered, raised by, white people in the rich suburbs. They'll make it to baseball. Yeah. But I'm talking about the guy who flips his back and stares at that son of a bitch. And then that son of a bitch starts pouting and runs towards him and beats the dog. I wish I would beat. Do you understand? And I would be. How dare you? I can do whatever I want with my eyes. You can't trespass my eyes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll be talking to the media too. Like, how dare he? Like, he approached me. I'm calling the police. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're talking about the purists of baseball and how baseball was born. And how, the rules and the unspoken rules. And
the unspoken rules was racism. Blah. It was born and rooted and no Negroes allowed. How about that? Like golf. In football, in basketball, in America. Well, you can't talk about that.
Yeah, we don't know what's in their hearts.
Yeah, I mean, it's all good now, according to Snoop Dogg. It's all good, baby. Yeah, the war is over. All right, we're free.
Yeah, we're free. Well, we got June 19th.
Yeah, Juneteenth. You don't know the date. Now all of a sudden it's 19th. I mean, that was the whole point. I said, man, this is Juneteenth. What the hell? All right, anyway, pick up to Juneteenth. I saw somebody selling Juneteenth gear out there. It was a brother, so I'm going to go out there and get it. But I can tell you, I can guarantee you, he's not producing the stuff he's selling. He's not importing it. And at the end of the day, Schwartzstein and Hammersham is behind it all. If not him, it's going to be his cousin, Muhammad Al-Hibi. And
you don't know what they're in.
Yeah,
they're just trying
to help the guy.
Help the community.
Yeah.
Buy the Juneteenth shirts.
Yeah. Cultural awareness.
Yeah. Even Walmart's trying to help.
Yeah. But you ask somebody, Chicago history, and they'll tell you about LaSalle, and they can tell you all about, the Chicago fire, and they can tell you all about this, why it's called the Windy City and this, that, and but they can't, they've never heard the name DuSable.
No.
Shame on you, America.
It's a museum.
Yeah. And it was LaSalle who bullied and stole everything from DuSable. I think we're probably going to cover that in the self-love show.
Yeah, cover it. LaSalle's and the Sears and Roebucks.
Yeah. They didn't tell me about that at William H. Ray School either.
Stole it.
But we had the DuSable Museum right down the street. That was the juxtaposition.
Yeah.
Never went there. We're going to go to the museum. Y'all ain't talking about this shit. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Yeah, I used to hang out there sometimes, bro. Waiting on the parents to pick you up. Parents out there.
No, I'm talking about the schools and
everything. Yeah, Drop Dead Gorgeous. Yeah, but any parents out there, when you're looking for after school programs and you can't afford this and you can't afford that, one thing that my mom did, she would drop me off at that's right, a public library. And guess what I would do there? I would finish all my work and read and study.
Read books,
Yeah,
I used to just take the bus up there from after school.
Yeah. Don't cost you nothing.
We had a library card. Sit there and read books, and and it was safe.
Yeah. And I know some of you goofy parents are saying, yeah, but you don't know my son to do it. He ain't gonna stay his ass up there. Well, you have the technology where you have the locator, and you can have a location on the phone. Now, of course, he could be smart and hide his phone in there, but that's where parenting comes in, and you FaceTime every now and then, and you just make sure that they're where they're supposed to be. You know what I mean? Stop making excuses for poor parenting. It's a matter of want to. Sorry, it is.
They don't teach them cursing. They don't teach them no cursing no more.
He ain't gonna stay at that library, And then I'm saying, like, not just that though, bro. Like, museums, stuff like that. Yeah. I'd be at the Museum of Science and Industry, and you're learning. I'd be at DuSable Museum. You know what I'm saying? And you're going through all the exhibits, bro, and you're learning, bro. Like, something positive.
They were free back in our day. you got to spend a mortgage payment on get ridiculous.
Yeah, you're choosing to let your child sit on the porch and then come off the porch all day.
Yeah, no, you
That's
can
a
you can
choice.
you got him have meant something, so he be doing something.
Yeah,
Is that a simple way to put it? That meant something, so they be doing something.
yeah, yeah. If they thought somebody loved them, they'd be trying to prove something to the people who they love them. You know, they'd be trying to make those people around them proud, as opposed to trying to hurt the family and stain the family's name because they don't have any respect for the family. And if they don't have any respect for the family, they won't have any respect for the community or themselves. And thus, the society won't have any respect for them, and then they'll get thrown away into the penal system.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah. And it's called penal system for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing was founded on homosexuality. America was founded on. All right, that's another story. All right, what can we learn from the story of the Negro Leagues? Well, one thing, back to the stats. That's what I wanted to get my opinion on this. To be honest, I'm just playing devil's advocate. But it's not the white players' fault that they grew up at a time where racism was the rule of the day.
They're part of it.
Like, even if someone would say, "Hey, I want to play in the Negro Leagues," we would have let them play, but they would have been
ostracized by
probably lynched.
Yeah.
Made an example out of. So
especially if they would have went to those southern cities and tried to play in the stadiums. I mean, where would they stay?
What about the integrity of the numbers, though? Can these Negroes process? Are we like I'm saying, prestigious Major League Baseball? I'm sure they had Karens and stuff up there, and the numbers were verified by a prestigious accounting firm, Laventhar and Horowitz. But you don't. I can't verify these numbers. All these different Negro leagues. How do we know these numbers are real?
Because
I'm just asking.
I mean, who verified MLB stats?
MLB is prestigious. I'm just saying it's prestigious. You don't have
well,
to
the Negro League's numbers were prestigious too. They played the games. They had the games on radio for prosperity to hear. So I mean, the games weren't made up. They were playing the games. These were the numbers that they were getting during the games. Apparently, there was some sort of record keeping. Since Major League Baseball is willing to accept their records.
I agree. And the dimensions of the diamond were the same.
Yeah.
The bump from the plate, all of that was the same.
Yeah.
So I give you that. It wasn't like the home run fences were 100 feet, 100 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I mean, the only way to say that the numbers aren't legit is you're saying that the white players were better than
I guess overall you're saying, you would be saying overall comprehensively. And is that true? When the proof is in the pudding that these older players were able to cross over and come into the league past their primes and dominate.
Both ass. Yeah.
Yeah. And when they came in, it was people saying that they weren't even close to the best in the Negro Leagues at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Satchel Paige was naming players that, you know what I mean? He didn't want to face.
Yeah, and probably those stats are those players, depending on what city they were in, may not be included in what end up being the final Negro League stats. It's funny that the names that I've been hearing since I was a child are the only names that are coming up. But I'm sure there were other players throughout the Negro Leagues that were as dominant and prominent as the names that we've grown to know over our history.
Do we let them? Do we welcome them into white heaven, according to Shannon Sharp, and that's the prestigious Hall of Fame? It's white heaven, according to
It's the Baseball Hall of Fame, isn't it? It's not the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame.
I think is it?
Yeah,
I know basketball is the Basketball Hall of Fame, but that's a good question.
Yeah, it's the Baseball Hall of Fame. It's not the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame.
Really?
Yeah. I believe
in Cooperstown. Are you sure?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Let me tell you. Karen. She's on the phone. I'll do it. She's calling the police. They blocked her. 911 got her number blocked, so she got a different phone.
She's probably gonna go get her T-Mobile. Change companies. You know how they.
Well, I forgot what I was looking up.
The Baseball Hall of Fame.
Oh, Cooperstown, right?
Cooperstown.
Drop dead gorgeous. Ace, I think I found the guy trip.
Okay.
What do you say?
Nah.
We go on either because it'll be summertime. A baseball park excursion, except we do it via Amtrak. Yeah. Rent one of those, first class cars. They got top of the line food now. They ain't super cheap. Time it, maybe catch a couple stadiums, you know what I mean?
Oh,
And,
yeah.
Yeah. And you go across the United States on train, man. Like, some people go overseas on a girls' trip. We don't necessarily have to do that. You know what I'm saying? But we can be on a train going across country, bro.
Sounds like a plan.
My
baseball's over in June.
Yeah, maybe go down to Chitlin Circuit in July. Yeah, maybe go down to Chitlin Circuit or something. You know what I mean? Get some footage.
Yeah. As we go on our excursion to maybe some of the Negro League stadiums to find how the hell we can get this thing going again. Why not? I mean, come on. Somebody's got to be thinking of it.
You are right. It's the National Baseball Hall of Fame. So it's not international. So there shouldn't be any. So somebody from Jackie Robinson can be in here. Jackie Robinson West, theoretically.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think but I think for whatever reason, the baseball
only major league players.
Baseball writers.
Yeah.
Put the people in the Hall of Fame. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So the baseball writers haven't been writing in the Negro Leagues players.
Of course. How many of them are? Yeah.
So everybody on that list that we named, are they in the Baseball Hall of Fame?
Let's look.
Right. That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Hank Aaron, Ernie Banks, Roy Campanella, Larry Doby, Willie Mays, and Jackie Robinson. They were Negro Leagues and Major League players. Those are the ones.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So none who only played in the Negro Leagues, which is still it's a travesty, Ace.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially Josh Gibson. I met Buck Leonard.
Bro, Josh Gibson, in 1943, he batted .466. He would have the highest career batting average at .372, bro. And we talk about what's his name as the purist. You know what I'm talking about? Ted Williams.
Tony Gwynn.
Well, I'm talking about Drop Dead Gorgeous. Ted Williams.
Okay.
Right? Ted Williams, Teddy Baseball, bro. Like I'm talking about his swing. I hear you. I'm with you with Tony Gwynn and Rock Rule. But I would love to have seen Josh Gibson swing, bro. What the hell was he doing, Ace?
He was questionable.
Putting it right where he wanted to put it.
I forgot I met Buck Leonard. He came to sorry to interrupt. He came to a baseball game between Jackie Robinson, West All-Stars, and a team from Boston they had put together the base.
Were they black?
Majority of them were, yeah. They were
okay.
Black or brown.
Yeah.
And it was down at the UIC's baseball field, Curtis Granderson Stadium.
Curtis Granderson, big ups Curtis Granderson. I've been there. I saw your boy play there. Kenwood was playing City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Yeah, he came in before the game and talked to the players and handed out his Negro League card and signed them for the players. So yeah, I met Buck Leonard before. Going back in my history of meeting black baseball players, yeah, and he gave a little
Don't you
story.
wish you'd have took a selfie with him? Boy, you could have had that blown up right down there in your man cave
Yeah,
next to your
yeah,
Negro League jacket. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I don't think it's like selfies back then, but I think I took a picture of him. I got to go back and look in the archive.
Hell yeah, you look in the
Yeah,
archives, bro, because that's
yeah,
That's historical, man.
yeah. He was cool. He was a cool old gentleman. Yeah, so,
That's crazy.
yeah. That's yeah. He sure did give me.
Did he give your boy any tips on the game?
He was just talking to the both teams in general.
Yeah.
I mean, about just staying focused and living a good life. And
Some would be the basis. Keep your eye on the ball, practice.
yeah,
Yeah, put the work in.
Yeah. But yeah. So as of, I don't know how many of them are left, which is not many. Bad a few years ago. Yeah, it was something that probably the kids really didn't understand what was going on at the time because
the impact of it.
Yeah. But
I wouldn't have.
It was cool.
Well, so to your point earlier, the Negro Leagues, they were born out of segregated America. It was providing opportunities for us. We had to provide our own, which is the formula for today. We need to provide our own. How can we appreciate the triumphs and challenges faced by Black stars during the era, and how does this recognition contribute to a more complete understanding of baseball's past? I guess to your point, pointing out to me that it's not a Major League Baseball Hall of Fame, it's a Baseball Hall of Fame. Open up the gates, man. Let the brothers in.
Let them in. Let them in. Because we don't know what's in our writers' hearts, but there's a reason that they knew that these records existed, that these players, did these remarkable things because they couldn't play in the major leagues and in their stadiums. So it doesn't diminish the ability to recognize the Josh Gibsons, the Satchel Pages of the world, the Buck Leonards, the cool Papa Bells, and the thing that they did on the baseball. So,
hey,
yeah.
Pete Rose knew where the best baseball was being played. Yeah. Out of his mouth.
Yeah. And it's amazing that it took this long, and hopefully it's just the beginning of the recognition of these players and their induction in the Hall of Fame, and their integration into Major League Baseball. They're just not gone and forgotten. Yeah. So hopefully
it's got to be so much of this, Ace. It's got to be so much of this, though. Like college sports, you know what I'm saying? Like some of those athletes that even when they left, they couldn't go to the pros, so they just went off and became doctors.
Yeah,
it's got to be so much of these, and they probably were in the Olympics. You know what I mean? Got gold medals, and it was just nowhere to go after that.
Well, doctors, a lot of them went off to the military.
Yeah,
may not have made it back. Or it's just, man.
Go ahead with your final words, bro.
Yeah, I mean, my final words are, it's about time. There's many avenues that this can take us towards. Just as the NFL is bolstering these XFL leagues and the United Football League and whatever league they come up with that can get TV contracts, in collusion or with the NFL. I'm sure the NFL gets a piece of everything that goes on as far as football is concerned. So can Major League Baseball, or just aid in bringing back the Negro Leagues, because as you can see now, the percentage of African American players is down to 6% out of all baseball. That's basically saying that these players aren't wanted. So allow them the financial help to bring back the Negro Leagues that you helped destroy. Now, if you want to talk about records, how about talking about how you helped destroy the Negro Leagues by integrating the black players into your leagues and not funding what you were leaving behind by taking the best players out of the Negro Leagues and bringing them into Major League Baseball. So, and taking away their fans, because these fans want to see these black players playing the major leagues, compete on a high level, and the level that they've been seeing them play at, and the level that they see players that were still in the league competing at, as you were, picking and taking players into major leagues and taking their fans and not subsidizing what you were taking away. Yeah, that's another step that Major League Baseball needs to take if they're interested in recognizing the Negro Leagues and these great players that were prominent and playing each other and keeping baseball going for the communities that they lived and worked in. Subsidize these leagues, bring back black baseball. There's stadiums all over the United States that they can play in, just like there's football stadiums all over the United States that these other leagues are having teams playing. Bring back black baseball and allow these teams to flourish. If you're not going to allow them to play in major leagues, if you're going to keep the numbers down to 6%, if you're going to put your money over into these Latin countries and other countries and build academies and stadiums and scouting programs where you can see these players play and you can usher them over here into Major League Baseball at the age of 18. Allow these African American players who can't afford baseball, just like we can't afford it over in those foreign countries, build stadiums and build leagues so these kids can, play after college or play after high school and ascend. I'm sure there's stars in the making. I'm sure there's quickness. I'm sure there's 5'2" players that are being left on the side of the road because they can't afford what baseball has become in the United States, which is travel teams, expensive baseball, $500 bats, uniforms, insurance, tournament costs, all this stuff goes on and on. So I guess my final word turned into a rant, going from Negro League and the state of Negro baseball at this time, is that, Major League Baseball owes a service to Negro League Baseball and bringing it back. They owe a gratitude to Negro League Baseball and helping it rise again, just like they took it away back in the late 40s and the 50s by plucking the best players and plucking the audience from Negro League Baseball. So, that's my final word. I'm glad the stats of these players are being recognized finally in 2024, 75 years, 80 years, 100 years later, after playing baseball and doing what they could to feed their families and play the sport that they love, while these major league players were winning World Series and living the life of luxury, propagating the game that they had. So that's my final word. I believe the Major League Baseball owes a service to Negro Leagues as far as these players need to be recognized in the National Baseball Hall of Fame, which I'm sure Major League Baseball controls the inductees every year, not just the sports writers. I'm sure that they need to subsidize and let alone they have their own farm systems, but let the Negro Leagues ascend and build again. People will watch just like they watch the XFL, just like they watch United Football League. Allow another version of the sport to show the world that Black Negro League Baseball, and then there won't be any color lines in Negro League Baseball. There's going to be Negro League teams. It's going to be another league. There's still going to be brown players there. There's still going to be pink players there. Let the best of the best play in that league, and we can go on from there. That's my final word. sorry I got off into something else, but I do love that these players are being recognized for the records that they made back in the 20s, 30s, and 40s, and now it's time to go a step and 2 steps and 3 steps further, and let the league that they built and strive to keep going come back again. And those are the players that play in the league. They're mostly African American or colored or melanated or copper colored. If those are the players that mostly play in this league, that's fine. All are welcome to come and compete, as opposed to what's going on in Major League Baseball right now. So that's my final word. Bring the Negro Leagues back.
Yeah, and I concur. I have a question though, because I was going back and thinking, trying to remember. I remember owning or having possession of multiple bats growing up, as I was playing baseball as a kid in the 80s. And there's no way in hell you could tell me that they were the equivalent of $500, and these are wood bats.
Yeah, we used to find them.
Right?
Yeah, you find a bat laying at the park in the neighborhood, or
right?
Or somebody had one in their car, or what.
Bro, I'm on eBay looking at the vintage bats from back then, and they're like $88. I'm trying to figure out why bats are so damn expensive, bro. Like, is it something special they're doing with the wood nowadays, or what?
Well, no, it's all aluminum, and it's all a scam. They make composite bats of aluminum and this type of material.
Okay, so they're making the aluminum. I just read an article while you were talking, and they make it where it's not as lively as it was when I played. Because I remember when they first introduced them in the 80s, boy, them bomb bats, they called them bomb bats. Pitchers were getting messed up. The shots were coming. I was in the field like,
it's kind of like hot fire. Fire.
Right.
It was.
But now they adjusted the bats. But I'm saying, how much would the wood bats be? Like, I'm saying, like, why not just? What was the problem with wood?
Wood breaks, and with the younger players, especially in these multiple leagues, there are some wood bat leagues, but mainly. You stick with the aluminum bats or the composite bats because of the durability. There's a lot less chance of them breaking or in a game and shattering and hurting the player versus a wood bat, which if you don't know how to swing a bat, it's going to break as soon as you hit the ball. Allegedly. Allegedly. Yeah, so that was the problem with the wood bats. Now,
so are you saying, yeah, how much is a wood bat today? So are you saying if my kid played baseball and if I wanted to, I can give my kid a wood bat, and if it breaks, I can keep replacing them at my own expense? Or is that against the rules?
If that league allows.
Because it might not, because the bat could break, and then that bat could potentially hit a kid.
Be a projectile.
This is some bullshit. The ball is a projectile.
Oh, shit. At least they got a chance with the ball. They don't have a chance with a big, large piece of wood coming at their eyeball.
Well, we had a chance when we were kids. We weren't retarded.
Nobody cared about it.
We weren't retarded. Nobody. I don't remember anybody getting hit by shard wood with a fucking bat.
We weren't growing up in such a litigious society as we are now. Yeah. Somebody's going to sue the league.
All right.
But pass lethal resistance is make the best aluminum.
But yet Major League Baseball, with all the most expensive players out there, getting paid the most money and the most value, you're right. They don't care about the bat shattering and hurting someone.
Yeah, well, they know how to hit. They know how to hit. Yeah.
But the bats are breaking.
The bats, yeah. There's more people.
Break.
There's more players in Major League Baseball that can hit versus kids that can.
Yeah. You know what? If the kids who, this is ridiculous. All right. In conclusion, the integration of Negro League statistics into Major League Baseball's historical record is just a correction of a historical injustice. It's a profound acknowledgement. It's a profound acknowledgement of the talent and achievements that were marginalized due to the racial segregation of America's past. This act serves as a powerful statement that Major League Baseball is indeed America's pastime, belonging to all who had played it, irrespective of their color or socioeconomic background. The inclusion of these statistics allows for a more complete and truthful record of baseball's overall history, honoring legends like Josh Gibson and ensuring that the contributions of over 2,300 Negro League players are finally recognized. Similarly, the story of the first all-black U.S. high school rowing team is a testament to breaking barriers and challenging the status quo. These young athletes from a high school in Chicago's West Side not only faced the physical demands of the sport, but also navigated the turbulent waters of racial discrimination. Their perseverance and success laid the groundwork for future generations, proving that the spirit of competition and the pursuit of excellence know no color. Their legacy is a reminder that sports can be a powerful vehicle for social change and inclusion. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, concerns, please feel free to drop a comment below. Big ups to Looney Tunes out there. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay loyal to the Navy and Orange. As tough as it is these days, bear down, free Justin Fields, FGB.
FG. Sure.
That's right. That's right. All right. And all right. So next week on Mouthpiece Included, we'll see what comes up, but we're leaning towards copper darts. We're going to see if that's a sport. Yeah. Yeah. I've had some fun. It's bars. Nobody's worried about the liability there. Nobody's worried about some drunk guy walking in front of you, or you're throwing the dart and bam, right in his eye, right in their neck.
Plastic, come on.
I guess they're not kids either. But kids are playing darts. Yeah.
They're not still tip darts anymore. It's all plastic.
All right. Velcro, too. I remember they came home with that. I'm like, what the hell is this? It don't even stick to the thing. I want to throw this at my brothers. You know what I'm saying? This is bullshit. He's going to wear a Velcro shirt? Get him a Velcro shirt. All right. Sure. All right. And then Self-Love Show, y'all, Tuesday. We should have Ancestral Echoes. That's right. The founders of the music festival. And part sponsors at the Self-Love Show. Yeah, they're going to sit in and talk their shit, Ace.
All right. Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday I'll be able to tune in.
Yeah. They got my damn, bro, I forgot. I'm only attending the festival one day, but you got to have a man a minimum of 2 days. Fuck. So I know next year I'll probably be going like alternating years. That's probably what I have to do. But I know next year I'll go ahead and go to 2 years to the fest since I have to have the camper for a minimum of 2 days. You know what I mean? It's good information to know. Yeah. So I'm just going to pick it up that Friday. Yeah, that way, because I'll be there that Saturday. But yeah, Ancestral Echoes, y'all, we're going to be in the build. They're going to be in the building talking about the Music Fest. It's the second annual event. So definitely check in.
Check in.
All right, you got any big ups, anything out there as we close it out?
Big ups to, well, not big ups, condolences to the Obama family and loss of Grandma.
Yeah, Mama
Robinson.
Yeah, Mama Robinson. Yeah. I heard about that. Yeah.
Just happened the other day. And shout out to all the families and kids playing baseball out here. Make sure your slugger takes care of their body. Eat plenty of vegetables. take their vitamins, Mean Gene, and rest those arms when they can. Put ice on them. Take care of your kids. Love each other and have a great week. I'll see you next week.
$500. It's a damn hustle. Don't y'all know when y'all being hustled, they don't care about y'all damn kids. It's a hustle, man.
Yeah, I always buy them on clearance.
That's smart.
Or used.
Yeah, that's smart. Some kid gave up on baseball.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the year, they're all, all them 500 bats are on sale for $100. This is bad for the next season.
There you go, people. Shopping out of season.
Yeah.
You don't have to go down on Rodeo Drive or Michigan Avenue to buy your kid a brand new Gucci bat.
Mouthpiece Incl.
Not gonna make him any better of a hitter.
None of the bats matter anyway. It's just swing and practice.
Yeah, man.
You can tell. What can you do?
All right. So you find yourself out here, you might be sliding through the south side of Chicago, dipping down LSD, sun's coming up, don't get caught slipping. You want to pull over and enjoy the sunrise over there on 31st. Get your head on that swivel. Check your six. Oh, that's a beautiful sun. Watch your back. Baby, that's a beautiful sunset. What the fuck is... God, your grill. Is that the police? What are you looking at?
Mouthpiece Incl.
Big Trace.
Knuckle up.
Better guard your grill. TATN.
And don't forget to...
Don't forget it, baby.
And don't forget to...
Don't forget it.
Better guard your grill.
And don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. Like that? Like what?
Okay. They got all the records.
Free Diddy.
Hey, rude.
Has Diddy been arrested?
No.
Is he been charged with anything?
No. Block out Trump.
Yeah.